The Earth has its own way of keeping its history. It preserves everything. All we have to do is look in the right places. And sometimes the things we find leave us utterly bewildered because they defy explanation. Today, let's look at one such place, a place so mystifying that even experts are unable to explain it. Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today we will unravel the secrets of an enigmatic city, which was buried in time and whose story is still a mystery to this day. Are you ready to take a journey back in time? Let's go. We begin our journey today in the mesmerizing country of Jordan, nestled in the heart of the Middle East. Jordan is a land of biblical tales, ancient wonders, and endless mysteries. But it is here in the south of the country where the desert sands hold a secret that has puzzled scholars for centuries. Here, amidst the towering sandstone cliffs, lies a site so enigmatic it has been described as the world's greatest archaeological discovery. Yes, I am talking about the lost city of Petra. Imagine a city carved into the very essence of mountains, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. This wasn't just a settlement. It was a marvel, a masterpiece that echoed the grandeur of its time. Yet somehow this city vanished from the pages of history, leaving behind only whispers and fragments of its glorious past. Now, here's the kicker. Despite being hailed as the world's greatest discovery, we still don't know who built Petra. No, not the Nabateans. Despite what everyone believes, no serious scholar supports this theory. Who, then, are the builders of this great city? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Petra, the Rose City, is a labyrinth of passages and chambers that winds its way through the mountains. It seems as if the architects of this city had a grand vision, a blueprint that transcended the limitations of their time. They carved elaborate tombs, grand temples, and structures so intricate they make you wonder about the tools they used, the techniques they employed, and the sheer brilliance that must have guided their hands. But how did they get the idea of building such a wonderful city? Was there some outside influence, or were they truly that advanced? We cannot say for sure. What we can tell you is that Petra was a cultural melting pot, a hub where different civilizations once converged, sharing ideas and customs that left an indelible mark on the city's identity. Let's delve deeper into the enigma that surrounds Petra, uncovering the layers of history and mystery that have made it one of the most captivating archaeological sites in the world. So let's take a deep dive into the annals of history and explore the enduring legacy of Petra. Imagine a time when trade routes were the lifeblood of civilizations. Petra was strategically located along these routes, making it a vital center for merchants and travelers. Its position was not just about convenience, but about control. It enabled the city to flourish as a commercial hub, shaping its economy, culture, and influence. Petra was more than just a trading post. It was a testament to human spirit, a symbol of innovation and adaptation. Its builders harnessed the natural resources around them, adapting to the rugged terrain and creating a landscape that was both functional and awe-inspiring. But why haven't we found any records of Petra in ancient texts? Is it possible that it was intentionally hidden, or was there another reason for its disappearance from historical records? It's a puzzle that historians continue to piece together, trying to find answers in the gaps of history. One of the most perplexing aspects of Petra is the Nabatean script, a cryptic code that has resisted decipherment for ages. Imagine stumbling upon an ancient language that holds the secrets of a civilization, yet remains unreadable, a barrier between us and the people who once called Petra home. This undeciphered script is a constant reminder that much of human history is shrouded in mystery. And yet, we find ourselves drawn to it, eager to unlock its secrets and bring the voices of the past to the present. Now let's talk about the Nabateans. Everyone thinks that they built Petra. But we have a problem with that. The theory that the Nabateans built Petra is like a house of cards. It's about to fall. Why? Well, first off, the Nabateans didn't stick around long enough to build something this big. They showed up in the area around the 4th century BC and got kicked out by the Romans in the 1st century AD. That's not a lot of time to carve out a city in stone. Second, the Nabateans weren't known for being big builders. Their stuff was mostly made of mud brick, not stone. And where would they even get the skilled workers needed for a project like Petra? It makes no sense. So who were the masterminds behind this engineering marvel? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We think it might have been the Idumeans, an ancient people who lived in the area before the Nabateans. But we're not 100% sure. Did you know that the Idumeans were rumored to be masters of hydraulic engineering? They had a knack for channeling water, building dams, and creating irrigation systems that could tame the flow of water. And guess what? Petra was all about water management. Those fancy water systems that made Petra bloom in the desert, they didn't just happen. Someone planned them, designed them, and made them work. And wouldn't you know it, the Idumeans had the skills and the know-how to pull it off. But wait, there's more. The Idumeans had a thing for rock-cut architecture. They loved carving their homes and tombs into the sides of mountains. And what do we see at Petra? You guessed it, rock-cut architecture. It's all over the place. From the royal tombs to the monastery, the Idumeans' passion for carving is on full display. It's like looking at a piece of art and seeing the artist's signature style shining through. Plus, the Idumean kingdom was centered around the mountain fortress of Hegra, which is pretty close to Petra. Makes you wonder if they might have had a hand in creating this amazing site. But that's not all. There's this cool inscription found at Petra that mentions a place called Sela. And guess what? Sela happens to be an ancient name for Petra. Could this be a clue pointing us to the Idumeans? Maybe. Here's the fascinating part. The Idumeans were believed to be one of the lost tribes of Israel, those mentioned in the Bible. They were known for their unique traditions and skills, and they seem to have vanished into thin air. Some historians believe that the Idumeans were absorbed into the Nabatean kingdom, kind of like when one small tribe joins a bigger one and their distinct identity fades away. If that happened, it would explain why there aren't many direct links between the Idumeans and Petra. Their cultural traits and building techniques might have just melded into the broader Nabatean culture, leaving us with this big question: are the Nabateans really the ones who built Petra? Or are they just a red herring leading us away from the truth? Well, the truth is often hidden in plain sight. In the case of Petra, it might be staring us in the face, or rather in the walls surrounding us. See, these walls aren't just random stone structures. They're actually carefully placed sphinxes. They watch over the entrance to the city, guarding its secrets and adding to its mystique. What's so intriguing about these sphinxes? Well, they're not your typical Egyptian sphinxes with a lion's body and a human head. Nah, these guys have the bodies of bulls and the heads of either sphinxes or lions. And why bulls? Well, the bull was a sacred animal to the Idumeans, representing strength, power, and masculinity. Using the bull as a motif in their architecture shows their deep connection to this mighty beast. But that's not all. The bull imagery at Petra is also a link to ancient Canaanite mythology. The Canaanites were an ancient people who lived in the region during biblical times, and in their myths, bulls played a significant role as symbols of fertility and cosmic forces. By incorporating bulls into their art, the builders of Petra were tapping into a rich mythological tradition that had deep roots in the land. In fact, the entire design of Petra, with its monumental gateways and grand facades, bears a striking resemblance to the biblical description of the gates of the heavenly Jerusalem. It's as if the builders of Petra were trying to create a tangible link to the divine realm, a place where the earthly and the celestial seemed to converge. So, who were the true architects of this extraordinary city? The Idumeans, with their knowledge of hydraulic engineering, their love for rock-cut architecture, and their reverence for bulls, fit the bill perfectly. Petra was not just a city. It was a fusion of human ingenuity and cultural heritage, a testament to the enduring spirit of a civilization that dared to dream big and build even bigger. Thank you for joining me on this journey through time. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep unraveling the mysteries of our world.